Hello, guys. Good morning. Today I thought I should talk to myself, and I'm going to, reveal today my way, my ways of improving my communication skill, my spoken English, how I am improving my spoken English. Today I'm going to discuss a lot of things about my own things, what I used to do earlier in order to have better command over this language, and in these days what I'm doing to enhance my experience into this language. My dear friends, today I have to say only the one thing: you have to stay connected with me till the end, because you are going to learn many things that is very imperative to all of you to have better command over your language, and you can also perform tremendously like me. My defense: learning language, it's not that much easy as we consider. We have to have more approach into this language, because we are going to discuss about many things by these languages, right? We have to manifest many ideas, many reasons in order to explain our opponent. So we can't say this is a very short journey. Especially in this time, I'm talking about those people who are doing, who are misleading many co-learners by passing the one statement. Within a less period of time, within a month, within a year, you can improve your English. So this is totally rubbish things. There is no such such a reality in such a statement. I would say, be alert, be careful from these kinds of statement. If are you having from other sides, right? Because you just think about within a less period of time, what will you cover up? Supposed to be, if I will ask you, can you mention about your past times, past incident about of your lives? Yeah, if I ask you, can you tell me about your happiest moment of your life? Whenever you study and in a 9 standard or 10th standard. So you have to acquire the knowledge of expressing your past incident. Past incident. So having proper knowledge, having proper structures opinion, structures knowledge, having proper information and correct accuracy in your language, then only you can highlight your opinions related of your past incident. So covering up more and more, you know, more and more, things into this language, you have to take a lot of time. You're being persisted. You're being compelled sometimes by having the adversity in your life, right? I know we all are human being and having a different kinds of adversities. So we are being, confused. What should I do? So don't worry. Having adversities, it is a part of our life. Sometimes we have to learn how to move on. This is called life, and every people are doing the same thing. So you have to do also the same thing. So here I am going to discuss about learning any language. You have to learn many more things. You have to learn how to use modals, prepositions, conjunctions, and little bit having basic knowledge of grammar. It's also necessity for you and for your speaking. Especially if I talk about those professionals who have been teaching for a year or for many years, right? they always tell you, they often tell you, learning language before you have to acquire more and more knowledge about grammars. But you know very well, if you have been through grammars, so it's very difficult to learn English, right? Because grammar it's not that much easy as we think. You have to understand, you have to burn yourself in order to understand all these things related to grammars, and it is not that much easy what we consider. So sometimes we have to, you know, get isolate self from all these kinds of rubbish things, and we have to do something, a specific things, a specific act in order to learn any language, right? So my dear friends, today I am going to manifest my own opinions. Initially, what I used to do in order to improve this language. So when I get to know, like I have to go, been through grammar way, I have to learn grammar rules and many more things. So I was totally, desperate for it, because learning grammar it's not a cup of tea for anyone, right? It's a very vast, you can say. You have to learn many more things. You have to burn your thoughts every single day in order to go into deep. So I got to know, like, why could I not been through my native, my childhood activities, like how I improved my native language by listening, by observing, right? That was a single way of learning any language, what I personally consider that time. I had been through for for a month, you can say. For a month, I would say. I got to know early, wow, that's a really great way. Then I started, engaging myself with many professional teachers, and I started acquiring the many informations about learning language. Is it really possible without learning grammar? I can learn out this language. So I got to know many statements of many teachers, okay, and professionals and many creators, like, yes, it is possible. There is no necessity for learning grammar first. So I was really happy in that situations. Yeah, finally I got the way of rid of these rubbish things, right, for learning language. I was really happy. I kept moving on, really, because I knew, like, this is the madly way of reaching that level where I often and always I wanted to see myself, right? So in that situation, I left in grammar portions, and I started speaking with the people. Sometimes I used to speak with myself this way. Of course, it is a quite awkward. I know that. Like whenever we ask somebody where we should practice, many of them always suggest us, like, you have to speak to yourself, and it's very difficult for everybody to speak self, because first questions comes in your mind, what things will you speak to yourself, right? So let me reveal my personal experience, what I used to do in order to speak myself. I always applied my imagination's way. I always imagine, like, I'm surrounding many people who are sitting in front of me, and carefully they all are listening me. So these imaginations was helped me a lot in that situation. And now you can say I'm really done specific things in my beginnings because of this. Today I'm here, and you all can be do this. You all can be like me. I think you can be the better than me. It's a totally up to your tendency, I would say. or and what I say like compulsion I would say, or certainty of your needs depend on you. So as much as if you put efforts over this language to learn out very early, so of course it could be come true I would say. Depend on people to people and learner to learner how much efforts they are putting over this language and now every single day as well, because the education will never uh, let you upset or what I say disappointed. So so totally up to you. And one thing I always tell to everyone, whenever you speak to anybody, always try to speak slowly. Speaking slowly, it will help you to remember what you learned previously and whatever vocabulary or idioms and phrases do you want to add in your statement, you're being able to find easily because your mind will be quite relaxed and calm. So having calm mind and relaxed mind, your mind will be working nicely. Okay? Because this is called strategy of mind you can say, and this is the really fact. If you're being calm and composed, so it's obvious things you can see that part of things that usually the people are not watching into their obsessive manner or aggressive manner, I would say. So these are the very imperative things what I said here. Hope this will help you according to your needs. Thank you so much for staying with me and listening with me.